How are you guys? Kaya pa? Kaya pa. Okay. So good evening, everybody, and welcome to our community yoga class. We do this every Wednesday here in the studio, and then we take a recording to upload in our YouTube channel. So you can explore this sequence again anytime that you wish. It's up there. And if ever you have friends who would like to attend our community class, it's every Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Okay, so we usually incorporate a theme for our community class. And for today, we are exploring yoga to improve our digestion. Okay, so especially now that we're nearing the holidays and everyone is going out to parties, everyone is inviting for the Halloween parties, for Christmas parties. So everyone's kind of gearing or preparing for those events. And it's unavoidable for us to kind of binge eat so much during these events. But rather than beating ourselves up so much for enjoying food, appreciating what is abundantly provided for us, we're going to explore poses that will help us recover from feeling bloated, poses that will improve the digestive functions. So in our yoga traditions, we usually do twists and turns. This allows us to create this compression in the abdominal area, which helps us with that digestion. Okay? So expect a lot of those in our practice for today, but we'll also be exploring other stretches that will make our practice a little bit more full, a little bit more complete for today. Okay? You guys ready? All right, so we're gonna start off in your easy seated pose, just crossing your legs in front of each other. Rest your hands on top of your knees. Find that upright spine. And if you haven't done so yet, please close your eyes and take this opportunity to just let yourself settle in and arrive in your space, arrive in your practice for today. As we near the holiday season, our mind might be somewhere else, thinking ahead of what's next, what else can we do to prepare. For a few minutes, I invite you to set those thoughts to the side. And allow yourselves to be in this moment, present and aware of how you feel for today. As we explore our practice, focusing on improving our digestive functions, take a moment to see how your belly feels, how your stomach feels. If you're feeling bloated or if you're feeling hungry, just take a moment to recognize how you are. When we are aware of how we feel, we can better take care of ourselves. When we take a moment to recognize how we are, we can better determine what we need. And just take a moment to notice how you feel, how you are. No judgment, no criticisms in this moment. Now begin to deepen your breaths. Take longer deep breaths in and longer deep breaths out. As you inhale, feel your chest and your belly expanding with fresh supply of oxygen. As you exhale, feel your chest and your belly pulling in as you decompress and release all of the stale air from your body. And just do this a little bit more on your own, finding long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out to nourish your body. To replenish your energy. Long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out. When you feel like you're ready to move, we're going to start off our practice for today with some windshield wiper legs. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or slightly blink them open. You're going to guide your legs in front of you with the knees bent, hands behind you, and just go ahead and let your knees drop down side to side, left and right. And feel free to kind of let yourself sink a little bit lower into this windshield wiper legs for today, just so that you can begin to massage the abdominal area, letting your hips and your low back kind of go along for that ride as you drop your legs side to side. And then from here, we're going to cross our legs in front of each other once again, coming into that easy seated position. Raise your arms up to the sky as you inhale. And then exhale, let's take a twist to the right. So left hand onto your right knee. Right hand down onto the floor behind you, look over your right shoulder. So this is our first attempt at a twist for today. So notice already how this feels for your abdominal area as you let your body turn to the side and slightly back. Only to that point wherein you're feeling that nice compression on your midline. Now let's turn to the other side. Go ahead, reach your arms up first, create space on an in-breath. And then exhale, let's twist to the left, so right hand onto your knee, left hand down onto the floor behind you. And again, first attempt of a twist for our body, so no need to pull so hard, but I invite you to go to that point wherein you're feeling that nice compression in your midline. On an in-breath, turn to face forwards, or reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, let's make our way to our tabletop pose. Come down onto your hands and your knees. Line up your hands under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Let's take a couple of rounds of your cat and cow. On an in-breath, drop your belly down, tilt your chin, tailbone up. Exhale, push away from the floor, round your back, look down to your legs. We go again, please. Inhale, arch the spine and look up to the sky. And then exhale, push away from the floor. 3 more times. Inhale, arch the back and really feel that expansion in your chest. Exhale, push away from the floor, hollow out your belly. Again, please, inhale, arch the spine, look up to the sky. Exhale, push away from the floor, round the back. One last, inhale, arch the back, look up to the sky. And then exhale, push away from the floor. Now neutralize your back body, neither arching nor rounding your back. And we're just going to make some circles with the body. So we're just going to let the body kind of sway side to side, allow the hips to move forwards and back. And this is just creating a nice massage for our abdominal area. So feel free to layer in like a cat and cow action with your spine there as well. So allowing yourselves to kind of slither in this movement, rotate. And feel free to close your eyes just so that you don't feel self-conscious with how you're moving. Instead, let yourselves instinctively feel. Allow yourselves to naturally go where your body would like to go. And again, if it means that you move forwards, back, side to side, if it means you make circles with the body, go ahead. Wherever you are, take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now from here, we're going to begin to stabilize at the center. Extend your right leg to the back and lift your foot away from the floor. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, squeeze your right knee towards your chest. As quietly as you can, land your foot forwards in between your hands. Keep your left hand down, and we're going to come up into a twist. You're going to reach your right arm up to the sky. So this is another twist for our body. Again, those twists are very good for your digestive functions. So feel your right rib cage leaning back, allowing your chest to maybe exaggerate in this pose, slightly opening out just a little bit more to the sky. Now you can stay here or wake up the legs. You can curl your back toes and lift the back knee away from the mat. And maybe by lifting that leg up, you can spiral your chest just a little bit more, opening out to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale slowly. Lower your right hand down. Release your left knee down to the floor. And we're going to come into just a half split. So shift your hips back. Right leg doesn't have to be all the way straight, but see if you can extend as much as your hamstrings will allow. And you can let your left hip line up with your left knee, just so that you stabilize in that pose. There you go. And then maybe add a little bit of a forward fold just to amplify that stretch. Again, it's optional. You can stay up high. You can keep that knee bent depending on how your joints feel. Let yourself surrender into this fold for one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and rebend that knee. And slide that leg back into your tabletop pose. Come back down onto your hands and your knees. Now you're going to give me those sways once again. So let your body roll. Let your body sway. Again, this is a great way to massage the internal organs. Close your eyes if needed, or you can keep your eyes open depending on how you feel. But let it be natural. Let it be organic. Let it feel right for you. Even if we're doing different things, even if you're creating silly shapes with your body. And wherever you are, we're just going to take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. So this time, your left leg extends to the back. Lift your foot away from the floor. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to your chest, and you're going to land your foot forwards in between your hands. Once you arrive there, keep your right hand down, and you're going to reach your left arm up, opening out into that spinal twist. And as you reach that left arm up, maybe exaggerate just a little bit more, letting your left rib cage lean back, letting your chest face more upwards to the sky. Again, you can stay here, or wake up the legs, curl the back toes, and lift the back knee up. And see how that opens you up a little bit more in the twist, lets you expand a little bit more through your heart. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your hand down to the floor and release that right knee down to the mat. Half split. So go ahead and shift your hips back, stopping once your right hip is on top of your knee. You extend that left leg just as much as your hamstrings will allow, okay? So it's okay if the knee is slightly bent. You can stay up on your finger pads and let yourself remain up high. Or maybe bend at your elbows and let your torso kind of drape over that thigh, amplifying that stretch on your hamstring. Finding a good space that you can breathe in, that you can enjoy. Inhale and exhale. Rebend that front knee. And you're going to slide your legs back into your tabletop position once again. Release your knees down to the mat. Japanese seat. Go ahead and sit on your heels. Roll the torso upright. If in case there's pain, you can always take your easy seated pose, just crossing your legs in front of each other. And once you've found your seated pose, we're going to interlace our fingers and flip the palms to face up to the sky. And imagine like you're waking up first thing in the morning. So let yourself stretch all the way up to the sky. Maybe adding a little bit of a back bend, leaning your upper back. Inhale. And then exhale, create a C shape with your spine. You're going to push your palms forwards around the back. We go again. Inhale, sweep your arms up, waking up in that morning as you arch the spine. And then exhale, see out your spine, pushing your arms forwards, rounding the back. 3 more times, just like this. Inhale, maybe progressively exaggerating that movement with your back. And then exhale, really exaggerating that C shape as well. Inhale, arms up, arch the back. Exhale, push forwards, round the spine. One last, please. Inhale, arms go all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, push forwards, around the back. Now reach upwards on an in-breath. Exhale, unclasp your hands. And we're going to meet in a seated position. So go ahead and cross your legs and come to sit on the ground. Once you're seated, extend your legs forwards. And you're going to give your legs a couple of shakes, a couple of sways. We're going to come into a seated forward fold. So with your ankles flex, lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, land your hands anywhere on your legs. Could be on your shins, your ankles, or your feet. Now take a moment to look forwards. Inhale, lengthen the spine, relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, just go a little bit deeper, allowing yourself to drape your torso more to your legs. And if in case you'd prefer to have your knees slightly bent or slightly open, that's perfectly fine as well. Allowing yourself to come into this forward fold. It's also a great way to massage those internal organs, particularly the stomach. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next in-breath, we're going to roll all the way up, reaching your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your arms down by your sides, and we're going to come into your Janu Shirshasana. So you're going to bend your right knee and allow that knee to fall to the side, creating a letter L shape with your legs. And take a moment to root down with your sit bones, reaching your arms up again to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, landing your hands could be on your shin, your ankle, or your foot. And we take that extra breath, so look forwards on an in-breath. And then exhale, go just a little bit deeper. It doesn't have to be so low, just enough for you to feel that compression once again in your abdominal area. And if it means that you have that knee slightly bent, it's perfectly fine as well. Bowing down, surrendering into the pose. One more breath here, please. Inhale. And exhale. Rise up on an in-breath. Reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, lower your arms down, and we're gonna come into your spinal twist. Guide that right knee up, and step your foot outside your left thigh. Hug the knee in with your left arm, and place your right hand down onto the floor behind you. Look over your back shoulder. See if you can sit up nice and tall so that you can deepen that rotation with your spine. You can stay here, or inhale, reach that left arm up, and then exhale, hook that elbow against your knee. Allow yourselves to deepen that rotation. So the front arm will hook against the elbow, left arm. You got this one, the front arm, yes. And then hook against the elbow. Yay! So this will create that opposing force. So your arm will push the knee will push your arm. That will help you get deeper into that rotation with your back body. Take one more breath here, please. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly unwind and release the pose, extending the legs forwards, giving your legs a couple of shakes, a couple of sways. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This time you're bending your left leg and you're going to press your foot against your inner thigh. Let's reach up to the sky, inhale. And then exhale, we drape the torso over the legs. Hands can be on the shins, the ankles, the foot, no pressure. Just take a moment to lengthen. Inhale, look forwards. And exhale, go just a little bit further with your fold. Bowing down just a little bit more in your position. And again, if you need to have that knee bent, that's perfectly fine as well. You'll still feel that beautiful effect on the abdominal area, creating that compression to improve your digestive functions. And on an in-breath, you're gonna rise up. Reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, lower your arms down and begin to guide that knee up, stepping your foot outside your right thigh. Hug the knee with your right arm and place your left hand down onto the floor behind you. Or just remember that this back arm is meant to lengthen you, so prop yourself up nice and tall. You can stay here or hook your elbow against your knee, reaching that right arm up and pressing the arm and the leg against each other. You got it. So since we're working with very good twists for the body, you might feel like you're about to burp as we come into this poses. So that's perfectly fine. That's normal. Again, this will aid in recovery if you're feeling bloated, if you've eaten too much, or if you're feeling a little bit heavy. This will be a nice way to decompress and release some of the excess air from the body. Take one more breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. Go ahead and unwind from your twist, extending your legs forwards and giving your legs a couple of shakes, a couple of sways. Alrighty. From here, we're going to swivel our legs back. And let's meet again in your tabletop position, coming up onto your hands and your knees. Alright, from here, we're going to do our thread the needle. So you're going to open your right arm out to the side and up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, reach that arm under the left. And you're going to land the side of your head and your shoulder all the way down to the floor. So let your right shoulder and the side of your head land down to the ground. So your left hand, which is the hand that's close to your face, you're going to open that left arm out and up to the ceiling. Good. And then exhale, wrap it around your lower back, like you want to reach for your opposite thigh. Very nice. So this will help you create just a little bit more rotation for your body. So see if you can lean your left rib cage back, let that left shoulder roll open to the sky. And not only is this good for, again, your digestive functions, it's also good for the joints. So notice how this feels for the shoulders and the back body. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly release that left hand beside your face. Open out with your right arm. Inhale, reach that right arm out and then up to the sky. Exhale, release the hand down to the floor. Let's do the other side. So inhale, left arm opens out and then up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach under the right, bringing your left shoulder, left cheek all the way down to the floor. So let your body lean forwards and down. Once you connect to the ground, you can begin to reach your right arm up to the sky and then wrap it around your low back like you want to let your hand reach for the opposite thigh. And spiral your chest more open, leaning that right rib cage, that right shoulder back, allowing yourselves to create, again, not only that nice compression in your abdominal area, but also that nice release for your shoulders and your back body. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, lower that hand back down to the ground. And you open out your left arm. Inhale, reach it up to the sky. Exhale, hand down to the floor. Once you connect in your tabletop, we're going to do your extended puppy dog pose. So keep your hips on top of your knees, and you're just going to begin to let your hands walk forwards, melting your chest and your forehead down to the floor, creating that nice curvature for your back. That will again help you decompress from any tension that you're feeling in the back body. Melt into this pose. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Now we're going to make our way down towards our belly. So begin to roll yourselves down onto your belly. Extend your legs back. Have your hands alongside your chest and your toes pointing back. We're going to come into a series of cobras, okay? So make sure you're not forcing your back body. You can either lift up into your baby cobra, just your chest away from the floor. If it's okay for your spine, you can come all the way up into your high cobra, lifting your chest and your belly. Once you reach your peak, just look over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Lower yourselves back down to the mat. We go again. Inhale, you can come up into your baby cobra or high cobra. But this time, look over your left shoulder. And then exhale slowly. Lower yourselves back down to the ground. Just at the center this time, on an in-breath, either baby or high cobra, tilting your chin up to the sky, letting yourselves expand to your heart. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Lower yourselves all the way down to the ground. Great job, you guys. We're going to flip over now onto our back body, and we're going to do some poses on our back. Once you're lying down on the mat, you're going to hug your right knee to your chest, and you're going to lower your left leg straight down to the floor. Give that right knee a bit of a squeeze towards your belly. Yes, just at the center first. This is actually your wind relieving pose, another great position to relieve ourselves of excess air. So it might feel nothing of a position, but let's linger here a little bit longer and we'll create that internal effect already for our digestive functions. And for the last 3 breaths, we're just going to lift the shoulders and the head off the floor, like we want to press the forehead against the knees, lifting the shoulders, lifting the head. Inhale, exhale, breathing in, breathing out. One more, inhale. And then exhale, lower shoulders, head down to the ground. Let's go for that spinal twist. You're going to guide that knee down to the left. Let it cross over your body. And then open your right arm out to the side. Look over your right shoulder. Allow your shoulders and your knees to feel heavy so that you create that twist that helps you again create that compression in your abdominal area and relieve tension from your back body. And for this twist, let yourselves relax. You can close your eyes and just let yourselves feel heavy with the pose as you take each breath. One more, please. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Come back to the center. And we're going to switch legs. So left knee comes into your chest. Right leg comes down to the floor. And let's start off in that wind relieving pose. So pulling that knee in just towards your belly. Squeezing it nice and tight. Might not feel anything, but again, this is already doing wonders for your internal organs. And for the last 3 breaths, we're going to lift the shoulders, lift the head, like we want to press the forehead against that knee. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. One last inhale. Exhale, shoulders and head down to the floor. And you set up for your spinal twist. Guide that knee to the right. Let it cross over your body. And you open your left arm out to the side, gazing over your left shoulder. And you can close your eyes so that you can let yourselves relax a little bit more into this shape. Relax a little bit more into this space. Breathe a little bit more into your bodies. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Come back to the center. This time we're going to hug both knees in to our chest. And we're going to take our happy baby pose. So grab a hold of the outer blades of your feet or the big toes with your peace fingers and your thumbs. Let the bottoms of your feet face up and open out the knees really wide. So the knees a lot wider than the torso. And you can stay still at the middle or let yourselves rock side to side, massage the spine. You can also bend and extend the knees and see how that feels. Take a big breath in, please, in your happy baby pose. And then as you exhale, begin to lower your arms and your legs down to the ground. Open them out as wide as you want, as wide as you need. Take any adjustments that will help you relax just a little bit more into your Shavasana for today. Allowing yourselves to embrace the spaces that you were able to create. Allowing yourselves to breathe into those spaces as well. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. So please enjoy your Shavasana for today. Giving yourselves full permission to just rest and relax. Rest and relax. Rest and relax. start to deepen your breaths. Taking long, deep breaths in and long, deep breaths out. Once you feel like you're ready to move, begin to introduce little tiny movements into your system. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, roll your wrists, roll your ankles, and gently move your head side to side. Take a stretch, please. Reach your arms over your head, lengthening from the tips of your toes all the way to the tips of your fingers. Inhale. Exhale into your fetal pose. Bend your knees to your chest. Roll over towards your right side body. Lie down completely to your right and just take a moment to reconnect mind, body, and breath. And when you feel like you're ready, go ahead and please make your way up to seat. I invite you to have one hand in front of your chest and the other hand in front of your belly. And again, let's just take a moment to appreciate this yoga for digestion that we got to explore for today. Recognizing the spaces that we were able to create throughout our whole body. And with gratitude for everything that we have gained, we gather our prayer hands in front of our chests and bow down in that state of gratitude. Enjoy the rest of your night. Namaste. Thank you, guys.